Imagine waking up every day, feeling like something is missing, even after achieving everything you've ever dreamed of. You have professional success, solid relationships, and a comfortable life. But that emptiness still persists inside you. This happens because we often look for answers outside ourselves, when in reality, they are within us. That's exactly what Jacobo Grinberg, a renowned researcher of the human mind, discovered in his studies. He dedicated years of his life investigating how our mind can transform not only our perception of the world, but also the very reality around us. He wasn't talking about ignoring external challenges, but about changing the way we react to them, starting from within. This internal journey is what we call connecting with the divine, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. If you're watching this video, I want to invite you to be part of this transformation. Subscribe to the channel to continue receiving content like this. Leave a like, share it with someone who needs to hear this message, and comment below, what have you been doing to fill that void? Your participation is essential so that we can grow together on this journey. Now, let's start with the most important point. The feeling of emptiness that many people carry even after achieving great things. This emptiness is not a sign of failure, but a call. It's as if your soul is asking you to go beyond the material, to seek something deeper and more meaningful. When we focus only on the external, we end up forgetting to nurture what really matters, our inner being. And that's where the importance of connecting with the divine comes in. We're not talking about religion or dogma, but about something much bigger. We're talking about accessing that divine spark that exists within each of us, that force that connects us to the universe and allows us to see life with different eyes. This connection is the first step towards a genuine transformation, which starts from the inside out. But what exactly does it mean to connect with the divine? Imagine that within you, there is an inexhaustible source of peace, wisdom, and love. This source is always there, waiting to be accessed. The problem is that we are often so busy chasing external goals that we don't even realize it exists. Connecting with the divine is the way to access this source. It allows us to experience a sense of fulfillment that goes far beyond what any material achievement can offer. When we connect with this higher energy, we begin to notice subtle but profound changes in our lives. Our emotions become more balanced, our thoughts clearer, and our decisions more aligned with who we really are. It's as if we're finally living in harmony with the flow of life. This transformation doesn't happen overnight, but the benefits are impressive. People who cultivate this connection daily report a constant sense of inner peace, a mental clarity that helps them make better decisions, and even positive changes in their relationships and opportunities. This happens because, by connecting with the divine, we are aligning our energy with the universe. And when this happens, everything around us begins to flow more harmoniously. But how can we access this connection? There are several ways, and each person can find the one that resonates most with them. Some prefer to meditate, others to pray, practice gratitude, or simply breathe deeply while reconnecting with nature. Regardless of the method chosen, the important thing is to understand that this practice brings balance and harmony to our lives. At this moment, I would like to know, how have you been seeking to fill this void in your life? Leave your answer in the comments, as your experiences can inspire other people who are going through the same process. Now that we've talked about the importance of this connection and how it can transform your life, let's move on to explore the different paths we can follow to access this divine energy. Each of them has its own power and impact, and I'll show you how they work in practice. Now that we understand the importance of connecting with the divine and how it can transform our lives, it's time to explore the different paths that lead us to this connection. Each person has their own way of accessing this higher energy, and that's wonderful because it means there isn't just one right way to do it. Some people find peace in meditation, others in prayer, while some simply feel this connection by practicing gratitude or reconnecting with nature. What all these practices have in common is that they help us silence the external noise and listen to the inner voice that we often ignore. Let's start with meditation, one of the best-known and most powerful practices for accessing the divine within us. Meditation isn't about completely emptying the mind, as many people think, but about observing our thoughts without judging them. When we meditate, we create a sacred space where we can disconnect from the chaos of everyday life and reconnect with our essence. Studies show that regular meditation can reduce stress, improve focus, and even strengthen the immune system. But more than that, it allows us to access a state of expanded consciousness where we can clearly feel the presence of this divine energy flowing within us. Another powerful practice is prayer. Unlike meditation, which is often silent and introspective, prayer is a form of active communication with the divine. No matter what your belief or religion is, prayer is a way to express gratitude, ask for guidance, or simply share your feelings with something greater than yourself. Many people report that when they pray, they feel a sense of immediate relief, as if they are handing over their worries to a higher power. This act of surrender is essential for those seeking emotional and mental balance, as it reminds us that we don't have to carry all the burdens alone. In addition to meditation and prayer, gratitude is another powerful tool for accessing the divine. When we practice gratitude, we are acknowledging the blessings that already exist in our lives, no matter how small they may seem. This completely changes our perspective, because it makes us see the world as an abundant place, full of opportunities and learning. Researchers like Robert Emmons, one of the leading experts on the subject, have found that people who practice gratitude regularly tend to be happier, healthier, and more resilient. And the most interesting thing is that gratitude doesn't have to be something grandiose. It can be as simple as being grateful for the air we breathe, the breakfast we eat, or the smile of a stranger on the street. Finally, we cannot fail to talk about the connection with nature. In an increasingly digital and fast-paced world, we often disconnect from the natural rhythm of life. Spending time outdoors, whether in a forest, on the beach, or simply in a park, can be a powerful way to access the divine. When we are in contact with nature, we are reminded that we are part of something much bigger than ourselves. It is impossible not to feel grateful when watching a sunset, listening to the sound of the waves, or feeling the wind on our face. These moments connect us directly with the universal energy, helping us restore our internal balance. If you're watching this video and have already experienced any of these practices, I would like to know, which one resonates most with you? Share your experience in the comments, as your words can inspire other people to start their spiritual journey. Now that we've explored the different paths to access the divine, let's move on to understand how these practices impact our lives in a profound way, bringing emotional balance, harmony, and more assertive decisions. Now that we've explored the different ways to connect with the divine, it's time to understand how these practices impact our lives in a profound and transformative way. When we regularly dedicate ourselves to cultivating this connection, we begin to notice significant changes in various areas of our existence. These changes happen not only on an emotional level, but also on a mental, physical, and even spiritual level. It's as if we're adjusting an internal gear that, when aligned, makes everything around us flow more harmoniously. One of the first benefits that many people notice is emotional balance. Modern life is full of challenges, pressures, and expectations, and we often react to these stimuli in an impulsive or negative way. However, when we are connected with the divine, we develop a kind of emotional shield. This doesn't mean that we will never feel sadness, anger, or frustration again, but that we will learn to deal with these emotions in a more conscious and healthy way. For example, By practicing meditation or gratitude regularly, you begin to realize that everyday problems seem smaller because your perspective on them changes. You start to see them as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. In addition to emotional balance, another powerful change is the strengthening of intuition. Many people underestimate the power of intuition, but it is, in fact, an incredible tool for making more assertive decisions that are aligned with our purpose. When we are connected with the divine, our intuition becomes clearer and more reliable. It's as if we have access to an internal guide that orients us in the most difficult situations. Think of moments when you followed your intuition and everything went well, even without having all the logical answers at that moment. This feeling of internal confidence is a direct reflection of the connection with the divine, which amplifies our inner wisdom and helps us navigate life with more security. Another important aspect of this transformation is the harmony that arises in our relationships. When we are at peace with ourselves, this positive energy naturally reflects on the people around us. We begin to attract healthier and more meaningful relationships, while those that don't add value to us tend to move away. In addition, our way of communicating changes. We start to listen more, judge less, and act with more compassion. This creates a virtuous cycle where our human connections become sources of support, inspiration, and mutual growth. Finally, we cannot ignore the impact that this connection has on our opportunities and achievements. When we align our energy with the universe, we begin to attract situations and people that are in tune with our goals and values. This doesn't mean that everything will be easy or that we will never face challenges, but that we will have more clarity and strength to overcome them. Many people report that when they adopted spiritual practices, they began to receive opportunities that previously seemed impossible or unattainable. This happens because by raising our vibration, we are sending a clear message to the universe. We are ready to receive the best that life has to offer. If you're watching this far and have already experienced any of these changes in your life, share your story in the comments. Your experience may be exactly what another person needs to hear to take the first step on their spiritual journey. Now that we understand how connecting with the divine transforms our lives from the inside out, let's talk about how to take that first step and start this transformation today. We've reached the most important point of this journey. How to take the first step to transform your life through connection with the divine. Many people are paralyzed because they think they need to have all the answers before starting, but the truth is that there is no perfect moment. What really matters is the willingness to open your heart and allow yourself to experience this transformation, even little by little. Remember, the spiritual path is not about perfection, but about progress. The first step can be something simple, like setting aside 5 minutes of your day to meditate or practice gratitude. Maybe you prefer to start by praying before going to sleep or waking up earlier to watch the sunrise and connect with nature. It doesn't matter which method you choose, what really makes the difference is consistency. When you regularly dedicate time to nurture this connection, you begin to notice subtle but powerful changes in your life. These small moments of presence and intention are like seeds that, over time, blossom into a more full and fulfilled life. One of the biggest mistakes we can make is to wait for external circumstances to change before we begin our internal transformation. But the truth is that the universe responds to the energy we emit. When we raise our vibration through connection with the divine, we begin to attract blessings that previously seemed unattainable. This doesn't mean that the challenges will disappear, but that you will be more prepared to face them with wisdom, courage, and faith. And remember, you don't have to do this alone. There are communities, books, courses, and even mentors who can guide you on this journey. Embrace these tools as support, but never stop trusting your own process. To illustrate the power of this transformation, I want to share a true story. A scholar named Deepak Chopra, known for his work on spirituality and quantum physics, used to say that the human mind has the power to directly influence reality. He dedicated years of his life helping people access this inner power, showing that the key to a full life is to align our actions with our true essence. His message is clear. When we connect with the divine, we not only transform our own lives, but also positively impact the world around us. Now, I would like to invite you to reflect. What is the first step you can take today to start this transformation? It can be something as simple as breathing deeply for a minute or writing down 3 things you are grateful for. Share in the comments what you have decided to do, as your decision may inspire others to start as well. And if this video brought you any value, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave your like, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Together we can spread this light and help more people find their way. Finally, I want to leave you with one last thought. The spiritual journey isn't a destination, but a continuous process of growth and discovery. Every step you take towards the divine is an opportunity to reconnect with your essence, to raise your vibration, and to allow divine light to illuminate your path. Open your heart, trust the process, and know that you already possess everything you need within yourself. Just take that first step, and the universe will take care of the rest. May this journey bring peace, purpose, and fulfillment to your life. I'm excited to follow your transformation and celebrate your achievements with you.